This is a beat that we made today for Kenny Beats beat competition thing that he's doing on his Twitch. Shout out Kenny for that. And so he had asked us to do a breakdown on his stream. And so we're going to kind of go through how we made this real quick because it was a lot of fun. So
the first thing I'm gonna bring up about how we made this beat is like through a process of resampling. There we go. I think I pitched it up. Yeah, that's up 6 with Complex Pro with the Formants doing some stuff, getting them sounding cool. I went into Little Altar Boy by Sound Toys. I set the input on track 2 to track 1, and then I recorded multiple times with the Formants at different numbers, like totally random numbers. I found this little bit, cut it in, thought it was cool, and I got this Ableton operator, literally just stock, no different, I think it's just sine waves. I played a minor chord. This is fuzz mod. So we got this shit sounding all fuzzy. Lit. This is another example of like the resampling. So like I don't have the actual like tambourine loop, but I just like pitched it so it like goes between octaves real quick. And then obviously you just gotta add a snare. Kenny, I know you wanna know what this thing was. It's actually just a splice loop, reversed and then chopped.
such a cool instrument.
Yeah, reversed it, chopped it. Put a little echo effect on it. And then a little wibble wobble effect. It looked like I thought about sidechaining it to something. I didn't. Alright, and then guitar. Oh yeah, here's the fun part. This is when we went crazy.
Pretty messy. I didn't play it well even on the beat, but it was all kind of blown out. Had Decapitator or something on it, so it didn't really matter that much.
Which chords are you playing?
It was like D flat minor or D minor, something like that, and then A, and then F sharp minor, and then like a half step above the root, so D minor.
So what is that? That's a 1-6 or no 1-5.
Mm-hmm.
What? I already forget.
Whatever, like 3 minor and then like flat.
What was the last one? Was a flat. I went in and I just wrote an 808 line. It's even messy. You can literally just see it's a mess right here, but.
Yeah.
And then I think after that is when we just did the kicks. I don't even remember. I think we just did the kicks without even knowing, or it was just a mess. But then with all that together. And then there's this sound. This thing. So I just had Aiden go on the mic and just sing a bunch of oohs and shit.
We do that shit a lot of the time with the vocalists in the group, just like sample their voice, try and make instruments and shit.
I resampled it for the switch up. That's by like fucking with the primal tap and pitching it. That's it resampled. So these ad-libs, all that shit came from another demo, like a song that we were working on one time. And I've always just wanted to like throw them somewhere. And it was perfect. I think it tied together, the ending. You want to talk about these hi-hats and these perks and stuff, dude?
Recently I've been like kind of using stuff like this for snares just because I think it sounds cool. Just little like, so I pitched it down for semitones or whatever. And then it's like.
Oh yeah, and then added the transient too.
Yeah.
That's something Skrillex does in his perks, in his percussion. I've heard this. I forget where I heard this. Body, transient, which is basically like the attack, and then the tail. We didn't even do the tail.
We didn't
just
do a
reverb,
tail, yeah.
But.
And then there's some hats in there. There's like one hat run just going up to when the snare hits. That's one thing that like always is kind of a recipe for success. So that sounds like. Put the kick in too.
And then I think that, yeah, with the hi-hats and shit.
Yeah.
I think that was pretty much
Yeah, you want to talk about that bass sound?
I think it started out with like a Sicko Mode type 808 from Splice, but I really fucked it up.
Yeah, it went
I
crazy.
really just spent a lot of time. The whole effect rack. Yeah, here's the transient shaper, which is kind of counteractive to this attack. Whatever. I don't remember why I did that. EQ'd out some mids. I got this crazy filter thing. That was custom. I just made sure that it had the mod up here and got the threshold right in the attack and shit. Got the bass beefy, and then low end control EQ, probably just bullshit. If a real engineer like saw this, they'd be like, dude. Stereo imaging, made the subs mono and the mids wide. And then a little Echo Boy to get it really wide and fat. It's called Wide Fattener. And then once again, a sidechain that I didn't use. We really just kind of scrambled.
Yeah,
It was like
fun.
panic mode.
Yeah, that's why it sounds
Making
kind
this
of
beat.
crazy because it was an idea board.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me get some bars up.
You go, yeah?
Bars?
You gonna
I think
spit?
we have
Alright,
a
Sam's
mic.
gonna spit for y'all.
We're gonna do a mic round.
I got something.
You wanna do a mic run real quick? Fuck it.
I don't know if it.
Alright, I'm gonna try this one more time. Then. If it my bad, Twitch. Check. Yeah, Kenny said he wanted to hear bars on this, but yeah. 4 in the morning, my stomach's turning from different cities. Fucking wasted, my phone is missing, bottle half empty. Oh, what a life, 40 for 40 on my Kobe tier. My vision's 2020, pray to God I see my Jordan year. My niggas back home pushing work, I can't even shade them. I made mistakes in the past, not everybody's a savior. My mama's trying to make ends meet, I'm trying to make ends meet. The price of fame is deadly, so phony niggas envy. Stretch the fuck out when it's rent week, trapping out the 10 speed. Green tea, ginseng, faded off a mint leaf. This record is iconic, barely needed a Batman. I rose about the ashes to give these niggas a backhand. Switch addresses just to show these kids the mantra. Black honcho, young Sinatra, split twisted with some vodka. Top chef, top shot to shot, calling motherfucker Rick the ruler in the flesh. Bitch, I'm flexing about $1, I know. And nightstands were covered in coke from all these one night stands in my phone. Killing myself before my nights on the road. That's what I get for pure expression of soul and manifesting what I have in control. Yeah, I know. Bitch, it's San Paulino, and there's 99 neighbors in this motherfucker. And we live on Twitch right now. With Kenny Beats, nigga. Fuck you thought it was, nigga. Shit ain't easy, shit ain't simple, nigga. No, I'm done. When a brick was 19.